Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to be playing Tex Murphy Under a Killing Moon. This, oh, screen went crazy there. This came out in '94. This was about the time when this came out. This was the Blockbuster was still in effect. You would rent all your games from Blockbuster. Uh, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, PlayStation 1 was out. PlayStation 1 was probably pretty new. Hot game at the time was Doom. Doom was a big deal because of the 3D graphics. We already went through some of the, let's see, Castlevania was real big. The first Warcraft just came out. Um, this game was kind of cool because they basically looked at, they were going to do some 3D effects that were basically the company wanted to do 3D effects that were just like Doom, but they wanted to do it even better, and then they wanted to do live, like interactive movie. I think they even title it interactive movie, but and that's what I always call it too, because it's kind of a point and click interactive movie. But this, at the time when this came out, they spent a ton of money on this. It was something like $2 million or something. Got Wikipedia up here. Um, and they had a huge cast on this. They had James Earl Jones did voiceovers for it. They had there's so many other people. International. Brian Keith, he was an old school actor. Did some Family Affair back in the '60s or something. I don't know. It was before my time. And he also he did some stuff before he died too. Well, let's see what it says here. Spider-Man, that's what he was in. He was Spider-Man. He was the father of Spider-Man, like in the first series that came out. Margot Kidder was in it before she went crazy. She was the girlfriend in the original Supermans, like in the late '70s, early '80s. A lot of big people. And of course, Chris Jones plays Tex Murphy. It's got just got a lot of really good fun acting. But what it is the story is this is the third of the series technically, but I think this is the first like animated one they did, or not animated but video type one. This is the first one I played, and it was post-apocalyptic after World War III in San Francisco 2042. It's kind of cool because I was living in San Francisco at the time, and some of the scenes there, like where Tex Murphy base operations is just like right outside of Coit Tower and stuff, and but there's all these mutants in the area. Some people are immune to the radiation and they don't turn into mutants, and Tex Murphy is like an old school Sam Spade type old school detective, and a lot of comedy, good stuff. But I'm just gonna play this game. I haven't played it in a long time, and it's a fun movie. And the point and click scum VM type games, interactive movies as I call them, are you either really dig them like I did, or you think they suck. I look at reviews on this stuff and it's either like fives or ones. People are like, worst games ever. There's a lot of remastered versions you can get of these games now. But let's crack it open and see what we got here. Let's go. In game. And we're going to start a new game as easy. This game, for some reason, doesn't start. It just starts on the first day. It doesn't actually start you with the introduction. So I'm going to do that here.
So last night, after 15 years, the colonel walks into my office.
Let's stop this and get you started at the right spot here. We'll start the introduction. This is how
So,
the game starts.
they found it again, have they? I thought we'd taken care of it.
James Earl Jones.
The forces of evil are persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not Murphy.
Afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir, he's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do. Knowing Murphy, he's going to need help. A lot of help.
I'll check the archives and get back to you, sir.
News of the day. As the Second World War enters its final days, Allied forces are on the march. The troops of the Western Alliance are occupied with the dangerous duty of ferreting out the remaining pockets of Nazi resistance. The storming of Berlin has crushed the heart of German opposition and sent remnants of the Fuhrer's troops scurrying into the dark reaches of the Black Forest. The Germans have vowed to fight to the last man in their quest for world domination. But their days are numbered, with Adolf Hitler dead and the once dreaded SS disbanded. The Allies have exposed the workings of the Nazi war machine and found it festering with ancient blood cults, whose rituals and ceremonies are too astonishing and barbaric to detail. Allied forces will not rest until the last cult member has been revealed and captured.
No pestilence has ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
In the moonlight, New San Francisco sparkles like a chunk of cubic zirconium, an island of hollow beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma rays. Some lucky people have a natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in the new city, but I don't. I live among the unlucky souls, the mutants and the destitute, and the wreckage of old San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private detective. Or at least I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything. I went out tonight for the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight, and I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something. Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town. And I'm almost out of bourbon.
My God, Murphy, you look like hell. Really hit bottom, didn't you?
Oh, I usually don't look this bad. I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink? I saved my first one to have with you.
No, thanks. I've been dry for 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking. Now I'm getting out of the business. Yep, I'm gonna move to the tropics and retire in a nice secluded island with a tribe of beautiful young women.
You're getting out of the business. I guess that means the end of the world must be around the corner because you are the detective. I can't imagine you doing anything else, especially not running around an island with a bunch of nubile women in a loincloth.
No, I can imagine it. I've been thinking about it for years now. Yeah. You know how it is. Lonely. Underappreciated. Dangerous. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 38 years. I tell you, I'm working on a case right now, and that's going to be my last one. Enough about me. How about you, Tex? How's life treating you? Bad as it looks?
Well, it depends. What day is it anyway today? Saturday? Well, Saturdays aren't too bad. It's normally Thursday by the time I get really suicidal.
Bet you that's Evan Williams he's drinking. Thought it was Jack Daniels.
Well, what is
but
it you wanted?
Evan Williams.
She's come by to sprinkle a little salt into the open wounds of my pathetic life.
No, Tex, you got me all wrong. Nah, just because you turned me in and got me suspended and humiliated me in front of my peers. You sold me out. But that's all gonna pass. See, I quit hating you for that weeks ago. Like I said, I'll be leaving soon, and I didn't want to go with any loose ends dangling there to bother me in my golden years.
Hey, don't worry about me. When you tossed me out of the agency, it was the best thing that ever happened. Digging through dumpsters and sleeping in abandoned speeders, you helped me learn a great lesson. Because no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse.
So what happened to you? I heard you were doing pretty well there for a while. Did a hell of a job on that Martian memorandum case. What's your problem? You one of those people who can't live with success? Huh?
Well, I can live with it. I'm just afraid of commitment. Now you tell me something. Why wouldn't you talk to me 15 years ago? I was a stupid kid back then. Could have tried to understand why I told the ethics board what I did. I mean, I understand now that I was out of line and I made a mistake, but why'd you cut me off like that?
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. Never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them. They're a precious commodity to people like me and you. Now listen, before I go, I came here with a warning. I heard your name mentioned in connection with a case that I'm working on, and you stay out of it. If you don't, somebody's gonna find you floating in the bay with a hole in your head. I don't need any more strain on my conscience.
You know, frankly, I'm pretty insulted. Because I'm a pretty damn good detective, and I can take care of myself, thank you.
Just remember what I said, Tex. Got no idea what kind of people we're dealing with here. Just keep out of my way. I'll send you a postcard.
Alright, so that's the intro there. So the controls of this game are kind of wonky. It was a big deal. You switch, you click spacebar in here, and then you can move around. It's really touchy. I got this set on medium. You just move your mouse forward, you move forward. But if you move your mouse fast, it's like, oh, too fast. So you gotta go real gentle. I tried setting this on slow so it would move easier, but when you set it on slow and then you go out in the town and you try to walk around buildings, it's way too fast. And once you see something you like, you can do stuff like you can look down, you can look behind you, you can look up, I think, or left and right. All different buttons by hitting the ASWD and stuff. Middle thing will lock you back in. if you want to like inspect this, look at, see it, tell you that, look there. Go ahead and look.
Great-great-grandpa Murphy made it through the Depression by teaching cha-cha lessons to rich older women. He made thousands before the authorities found out he had no formal training.
Tons of this goofy stuff like this in the...
The office was actually a dance studio before I moved in, and Latin dancing is a Murphy family tradition.
There is some important stuff over here. Down. Mail. Ah! Come back. See, told you these are touchy. This was state of the
Oh
art.
boy, mail.
At the time. Let's get that mail.
Oh boy, mail.
Inspect. There's your inventory right there. Let's see, credit card application. And examine.
A pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. Just needs to be signed, stamped, and mailed.
Need the pen to sign it, so you gotta go find something to sign it with. Sales flyer. See what that says. They're forced to read it. Tomorrow at 9, Electronic Shop will open its newly remodelized store and offer veritable bonanza bargains, dongle fax machines, blah, 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 blah. Alright. I think that's a store outside of the building. And a gift certificate for free cosmetic surgery. These are all probably things that'll come in handy at some point. So, we are going to get out of here. Let's inspect. I am down.
My phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love to play the classics. Kool and the Gang, Peaches and Herb.
So as you can see, it's kind of slow action. How do I get my view back up high? My view is down and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm glitched. I'm glitched already. Game just started. Well, anyway. Go to your desk. There's a picture right there.
Ah, Sylvia, my ex-wife. Whenever I think things can't get any worse, I think about her and how she totally screwed up my life. She's a woman who loves a man, any time. I'll never forget the day I came home early and caught her with the upholstery man.
Oh, there you are. I just got done with the chair. I'll be sending the bill to your husband.
Oh, Rudy. Let's not think about my husband right now. I was watching you upholster and you're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Well, yes. God, I've only known you for 10 minutes and I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh.
Look at that muscle.
The way you hold me, Tex never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter
Pulling
man
the
keeps
wedgie.
calling and asking whether we need our plumbing checked. Well, I gotta admit, those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my wife.
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
I married her for better or worse. Unfortunately, it never got any better.
Wow. That's crazy. Alright, so let's go back behind the desk again with these wackadoo controls. Hopefully I play this for a while and I get better at these controls. Oh, I'm not looking down anymore. That's good. Okay. These drawers, play this game, I remember the top two drawers are empty, but the bottom drawer is where we want to go.
Nothing in here but a pen.
Let's open it up. Get that pen. We need that pen.
Nothing in here but a pen.
Let's get the pen.
This is probably the only writing utensil that works in the whole office.
So let's get it. There we go. Oh, don't tell me I just closed that.
Nothing in here but a pen. Nothing in here but a pen.
Son of a bitch. Give me that pen. Whew. This one right here is where
Nothing in here but a stamp.
we want that stamp. I see you, stamp.
One last $10 stamp waits patiently to be licked and mailed.
$10 stamp. Alright. So, what we do is we get our pen, and we're going to combine that with the credit card application. Oh, what the hell? There we go. Now it's signed. And we combine this with that. Bingo. So now we can get some free credit. I'm just checking out stuff here. Alright. We are going to go and get one thing here. Go over to here's his gun.
My gun. I love it so much. The old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam. Hey, bam, bam, bam. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam. And you.
Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell.
No matter how bad things got, I always had my gun. Now I've lost that too. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days.
Yikes. Alright.
This pure mountain spring water is indispensable, literally. I'm out of paper cups.
Alright. You can literally touch everything in here and it's got crazy descriptions and stuff on it, but we need to go outside.
That's the door to the street. The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Whoa. God, worst controls ever for as groundbreaking as it was. You know, for how much you want to bet that in 1942 or 2042, we still won't have flying cars? They've been talking about flying cars forever. Alright, there is Chelsea.
Chelsea's a hot little number. I hear she's a mutant, but it doesn't show. The only weird thing about her is she won't go out with me. Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with anyone, but she has a way of turning my knees to jelly. She's a mutant just like everyone else in this part of town, but she's a real beauty.
Well, hello, stranger.
Hey, sweetheart. Know anyone who could use my services today?
Well, I guess that depends on which services we're talking about, big guy.
So basically everything in this game is set up, you talk to each person and you go through this little dialogue thing and you get some choices how... In other games, I think the choices you made affected the outcome of the game. I don't know if this one did or not, though. And they're just fun little
Why don't you join
conversational
me for a
things.
drink and I'll go over all the great services I have to offer.
G-Tex, you know, that kind of talk could get you into trouble, but I don't drink with customers.
I'd be happy to throw in a chili dog with that drink.
Well, an offer like that, oh, that's hard to refuse. But no thanks. So, is there something I can do for you?
And then, after you have your witty conversation with the people, usually you can talk to them about all the different things in your inventory, about different things you saw, and they'll help you with your adventure. Like, she can tell you about your cell flyer. Oh. Oh, no, she can't. She can tell you about the people you saw. I've been drinking. Eh.
Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face.
These are people we either haven't met or we will meet. Since I've played the game, I know who these people all are. That's Chelsea.
Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet. I love Louis, but his friendliness doesn't fool me. He's a sharp one. He knows everything that's going on in this neighborhood.
She's supposed to tell you about...
Sal's a handful. He's a nice guy, but I don't know, I feel kind of naked when he gives me the eye.
She's She's supposed to tell you about the
Luckily,
shop
Ardo
getting
seems
robbed.
to like me. I mean, if I were on his bad side, I'd be tempted to relocate. He could crush a Subaru with one hand.
Mm.
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
Let's end the conversation, try to get back in.
Chelsea's a hot little number.
I know she
I
is.
hear she's a mutant, but it
What can I do for you, Tex?
Let's figure out what's going on here. I'm not sure what's going on. There's supposed to be a mailbox out here. She was supposed to tell me about a robbery, and she's not telling me, so I'm a little... I need a mailbox. Where do we see a mailbox at? There it is. Come here, mailbox.
Surprisingly, the auto post box has no graffiti on it. Maybe people around here are finally starting to respect our government and its fine agencies.
There we go.
The Postal Service has gotten much faster since the stamp price went to $10. I should get my credit card back tomorrow morning.
Alright. Let's figure out. She didn't tell us about the robbery, so now I'm kind of confused on what we're supposed to do. Talk to Rook. Where's Rook? Rook's pawn shop. Okay, so we need to talk to Rook. Rook owns a pawn shop, and he's the one that she said got robbed. Well, she didn't say it, but she's supposed to say that.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop.
What is that?
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. He's a crusty old World War III vet with a face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher's cleaver.
What do you want, Murphy?
Looks like someone didn't get enough fiber in his breakfast this morning.
Shut up, Murphy. The last thing I need right now is a yappy-mouthed wise guy.
Sorry, you just look like you could stand to be lightened up a bit.
I just got my wallet lightened. Does that count?
Ooh. No, it's
Last night someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
How much is a fair amount of cash?
In this case, $8,000.
Boy, that's a lot of clams, Rook.
Don't you think I know that?
The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said she would reclaim the bracelet in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the $8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Did you get any other information from this Emma Nimpton?
She left a phone number. I called her this morning, but the line is disconnected.
Have you contacted the police?
No, the police are a waste of time, and I can't afford to hire a decent PI.
So what am I, chopped liver?
I'd appreciate your help. I'm not a rich man, but if you find the bracelet, I'll owe you a few favors, which could come in handy. Come back here and I'll show you where they broke in.
Rook takes me out back and shows me where the burglar broke in. The back window is busted out and the latch is ripped. It's a sloppy job. As I start my investigation, I'm looking for information to enter into my CrimeLink computer back at the office. One thing's for sure, Emma Nimpton won't be one of the suspects' names. Every PI worth his salt knows that's not my name spelled backwards.
Alright, one cool thing about the game, though, I remember playing it, that it was, if you get stuck, in the 90s, it was harder to find walkthroughs on stuff, so if you got stuck, you go to this hint section right here, and it would actually tell you these are the quests that you're on, or, like, getting started in the office. Did you do this? Did you do that? And if you basically didn't hit all the points, they'll have a little question mark there. You push the question mark, it's like, did you look at the fax machine? Stuff like that, and they'll open up the next thing. So there are things we didn't do in the office here that we should probably, next time we're in the office, go back and do. So what is getting a new, oh, we need to get a new fax machine. That's why we need the money. Alright. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to go get some food. I'm going to put us on intermission here for a second. And I will be back. Got a new beer here. So, we got an actual case now. We got Rook's Rook's pawn shop got robbed, and we know hardly anything at this point. We know from reading our hint thing that we got to go back to the office and look at our fax machine, so we'll get the idea to actually replace our fax machine. In town there's an electronic shop. I know later games they had, like, you couldn't go to certain shops until you got to certain parts of the quest. I don't know if that's the case in this game. We're going to look for some clues. Do some detectiving. Oh, footprint right off the bat. Feel like I'm in Scooby-Doo adventure.
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling chocolate. Footprint's about a size 14.
Footprint in chocolate. 14. Trash.
Baby rum wrapper looks like it was left recently. Yep, still warm. These are empty jumbo-sized cans of Camel's chunky chocolate soup. Good.
Chunky chocolate soup. Chocolate footprints.
The texture of the pavement surface is a cross between a spilled Coke and sandstone.
Any help? Oh, what's that?
Shard of glass must have come from that broken window. Now we're starting to get somewhere.
Footprint, chocolate, broken glass. Let's examine this glass shard.
Looks like whoever broke into Rook's window left one of his hairs behind. Apparently our burglar is a Carrot Top.
Alright. Once again I'm bugged and stuck in the looking down mode again. Okay, that's frustrating. I think I know what I need to do.
Oh man! This dumpster smells like 20-year-old mayonnaise and I ought to know. Well, I'll be darned. Except for the filth and stench, the interior isn't much different than the average studio apartment. In fact, it's nicely furnished. Someone's been living here, and I wonder if he saw anything.
Okay, someone's been living in there. I hate this looking down and
Wow, a a recyclable paper can. Finally, a glimmer of ecological responsibility. I didn't know Rook cared. These are empty jumbo-sized cans of Camel's chunky chocolate soup. Good. I don't usually enjoy piles of garbage, but they do add a lot of character to this alley. The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley all look like they've been licked clean.
Okay. There we go.
Whoa! This antique boombox worked. I bet it'd only play the Bee Gees. This rickety wooden fence keeps Rook's Pawn Shop and the Slice of Heaven Pizza Parlor from collapsing into each other. Oh, I would love to see my ex-mother-in-law squeeze through there. Oh, I would love to see my ex-mother-in-law squeeze through there.
Alright, we gotta go to the pizza bar.
Francesca Lucido makes the spiciest pizza in the city. The only thing spicier than her cooking is her imagination. And right now she seems to have a thing for me.
Well, it's that handsome P.I. Tex Murphy. Have you come to take me away?
How'd you guess? You must have seen my white horse hitched to the railing out front.
Oh, my, Mr. Murphy, you certainly know how to excite a girl.
Well, that's what I've been told. I almost got my own 900 number before getting into the PI biz.
Well, I certainly would have subscribed. What can I do for you, Mr. Sexy Voice?
Alright. Give me 1 second here. Alright, so we just gotta go through all the different, like most characters, you gotta go through, you gotta meet every character and ask them about everything.
Rook is a tough old geezer. I've known him ever since we opened the Slice of Heaven back in '32, but I can't say I know him very well. Chelsea is a nice girl. Sal tries to flirt with her, but she doesn't give him the time of day. I like Louis. He runs a nice place, and I go over there and chat with him when the business is slow. Well, I was hoping you'd get around to asking about me. I'm just a lonely, hot-blooded woman who needs the love of a good, strong man. Me and Sal got married too young, and it's been up and down ever since. I've had enough of his drinking and the womanizing, and I divorce him in a second. But he's got a couple of buddies who are top lawyers. If I had some hard evidence of his screwing around, I could divorce him and get a decent settlement.
Maybe that's a tip.
Ardo is an overgrown kid. He comes in here for the all-you-can-eat buffet, and I've got to kick him out every time. If I didn't, he'd eat everything we got.
Don't know who Ardo is yet. Colonel, I don't know who the Colonel is either.
Can't help you, Tex.
No one can help me. Oh, the Colonel is the guy who was the old detective that we used to work for.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that. I heard that Rook's place got robbed. It scares me to death. There's so much crime in this part of the city.
Alright. So we're going to go talk to Louis. Louis is the cool guy in the story. Louis works at the Brew and Stew, and all the stories, Louis is like your main dude you go see all the time.
Louis Laments runs the Brew and Stew, which is a local hangout.
Nah.
The Brew and Stew is run by Louis Laments, a bloated mutant with a heart bigger than his waistline. Everyone comes to Louis' cafe. So does all the street talk. If something's going on, Louis knows about it.
What can I do for you, Mike?
How about a pitcher of beer and the love of a good woman, Louis?
I can't help you with the woman, Mike. Yeah, no problem with the beer, though. Put it on your tab?
Thanks, Louis. I should have some work soon, then I'll be able to pay my tab off first thing.
Don't worry about it, Mike. I know you're good for it.
He's a good guy. Nothing about Rook.
Rook's an ornery old cuss, but me and him are old buddies. We fought in the big war together. He's one person you can trust in these troubled times. Chelsea acts tough, but she has to be with all the scum around. And she's as smart as she is pretty. She knows a lot of what goes on in the shadows of this city.
Alright. Louis. What's that about Louis?
Yeah, things are a little slow, but I'm getting by. Having to lay off some of my kitchen help hurt my pride more than anything.
Francesca, the girl across the street.
Granny the Fireball. She and Sal opened a pizza place 7 to 8 years ago, and they've been fighting ever since.
Bad Sal.
Sal's a big guy with an appetite for food, wine, and women. He comes by here most every day for lunch. Ardo comes in now and again. Usually orders a couple of steaks and a chocolate milk. His temper's as short as he is tall. And he's only got one oar in the water. A bad combination.
Uh-oh. Chocolate milk. Maybe that's the guy with all the chocolate milk in the alleyway. The Colonel.
Sorry, Mike.
No,
can't help you there.
Nobody knows about, if he knows about the bracelet.
Rook told me about the bracelet, but I don't know anything more about it.
What does he know about the burglary?
Rook's been robbed before, but he's never had anything really valuable taken. This is gonna set Rook back for a while. Too bad the cops have turned a blind eye.
Freaking cops. Bastards. Keeping the mutants down all the time. Alright, we're going to go to the Golden Gate Hotel now. Golden Gate Hotel is, if I remember straight, there it is. Golden Gate Hotel, we're going to the Golden Gate Hotel. There is, that way is the warehouse. And there's Point Tower. It's cool. I haven't been in, I played the new version. There was a new edition of this came out about 5 years ago, and really, really super cool game. I'll play that one next, or I'll play it sometime.
The Golden Gate Hotel was once known as the Waldorf of the Pacific. Its halls are still sturdy, and the walls have worn well, but there's nobody living inside.
Nobody living. Maybe I'll go through all these games in succession. I haven't played the earlier ones. The earlier ones were kind of 2D, Martian Chronicles and something else. I've actually never played them. I think I got them downloaded, so I can, but I don't know. I like these. Surprising I never have gone back and played them. Even some games are too old for me.
Ardo Newpop is a gigantic goon who works at the front desk at the Golden Gate Motel. Ardo's no rocket scientist. In fact, he probably doesn't even know what a rocket scientist is.
Ardo, huh? So this is Ardo.
Hey, handsome. How about some service?
Okay. I think I already seen this show before anyway.
Huh?
I always thought that Captain Wallaby was a pedophile.
You mean he likes to ride bikes? I have a bike.
No, it doesn't mean he likes to ride bikes, you idiot.
Just because you don't like to ride bikes, you don't have to be mean to me. Make like a tree and get lost.
Huh? I gotta change something out. That was weird. I think I offended him. I got to go and try to do this again. Let's turn around and give it another shot.
The Golden Gate Hotel was once known as the Wall. I heard that Ardo shuts the place down every once in a while to do fire safety upgrades. Maybe he's painting fire extinguishers in all the rooms.
Wait a minute, that's not what I want. Come on, get out of there. Oh, don't tell me I got kicked out of here.
The Golden Gate Hotel was once known as the Wall. I heard that Ardo shuts the place down every once in a while to do fire safety upgrades. Maybe he's painting fire extinguishers in all the rooms.
Oh, snap. I goofed up the conversation. I think I was supposed to, son of a gun. Let me see one thing. Maybe I can go. Look at all these saves. This is crazy. There's saves from 10/10/94. Those are not my saves. That's actually kind of cool. They got game saves in here. If you load the Steam version down, I guess. Let's save mine. Wait a minute. Let's not save because I did something wrong anyway. Let's save it anyway. What the hell is going on? What? That's weird. I don't know if there's a lot of nice saves in here. I feel like I'm gonna save over stuff, so yeah. Alright, let's go to Coit Tower. Close this panel.
Coit Tower was once a majestic landmark. The wiener stand on the patio at the base of Coit Tower made the best chili dog in town. No one's here right now, though, so I better check back later.
Where's Rusty's Funhouse?
Yeah, looks like someone's locked the door. The Bijou Theater used to be quite a night spot. It was condemned years ago and could collapse any day. There's no way I'm going in there. On the top floor of this place is where I hang my hat. It's not much, but it's better than... well, it's not much. It's all locked up. The only way I'm gonna get inside is by using my innate cleverness or ingenuity, or maybe a key.
Alright. Can't get in here, so I'm going to do the doormat.
Looks like a welcome mat. But when it's on the doorstep of a novelty shop, you can never be too careful.
True that. Oh, snap-a-doodle.
Whoa, a key.
What maps here? Those. That is. Let's see what this.
It's like my 4th grade teacher.
Yeah.
Well, this must be Mr. Grimm. He's a reaper. Oh, this is a scary mask.
Probably Mike Tyson or something back in the day.
Why, it's Mr. Sloppy Lasagna Eater. I'll bet this is a real popular mask. Wow, the limited edition Daryl Hannah wig and mannequin set. The counter cabinets look like they're worth checking out.
Alright. Get down, move in. Fuck.
Cool. Plastic dart crossbow. It'll make a nice addition to my non-violent weapon collection. Apparently, Rusty was very fond of empty cardboard boxes.
There's that, too.
Whoa! For a second there, I thought someone had decapitated Inspector Burns and left his head on the floor. What a great mask.
Inspector Burns is a... Let's get that. Oh, man. There's so much stuff to take here. There's all kinds of stuff I need to be taken from here. That's something.
It's a Rusty Clown life-size doll. Wow. It's a dead ringer for... Oh, no pun intended. Apparently, Rusty was very fond of empty cardboard boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get over how lifelike this doll is. If it didn't have a hook on the back and a battery compartment, I'd swear it was Rusty himself.
I'm stuck again, looking down.
Whoa, this wig would even make someone like me look glamorous. This wig must be quite popular with shy people. A mask of the king? That's blasphemy! This wig probably sells well during the Bay Area Yodeling Festival.
Let's see, inspectors take the ring toss, floor behind the counter, for the wall behind the counter, look carefully at the corner and back of the wall, get the key to Rusty's back room. Alright, the problem is that I'm locked in down facing mode. So I think there are things that I need, but I can't see because I can't look up. I'm looking down. Let's try leaving a place here.
That door leads out to the street.
That's what I want to do. Worst controls ever.
Rusty the Clown's novelty shop.
Got it. There we go. I need a key and a ring toss game. Bet you the key's back there.
Well, I have no idea what I'd ever do with a stacking ring, but what the heck. These weapons are all made of plastic. All bark and no bite. They're completely useless. These weapons are all made of plastic. All bark and no bite.
Yeah,
They're completely... Maybe this key fits in that employees only door.
What is that over there?
Looks like some kind of in-house television.
Hi, kids, it's me, Inspector Burns. And as we all know, fire can be our friend, but fire can be our foe. So many times, fire starts so carelessly. And what can fires do? Fires burn you. Never, never like matches. No, no, no. Fire is dangerous. Fire made me look like this. Do you want to look like me? No, no, no. Don't look like Inspector Burns. Don't play with matches.
Inspector Burns. I always thought he was a freak, but the kids love him. So does Ardo.
Everybody loves him. Employees only, employees only. I'm going to use that key on the door and look at the door.
If I can unlock this door, I may be able to go where only clowns have gone before.
I know, I just unlocked it. Toxic acid.
Why in the world would Rusty keep a barrel of toxic acid? A plastic suction dart can be formidable ammo in the hands of an expert like myself.
Oh no. Oh, there's Rusty.
Oh, lordy. Well, this is where Rusty ended up. What a way to go. I'm willing to bet he didn't crawl in here on his own. Someone murdered him.
Poor Rusty.
A balloon strategically located near the water faucet. Looks like Rusty didn't go down without a fight.
Alright. Now I'm stuck in the down looking position again. And I have to go outside because the game is bugged.
That door leads out to the street.
See, this is part of the joy of old school games, is all the bugs. The other thing you think about it, they couldn't make like on the fly, like if you release the game and
Rusty the Clown's not.
If you release the game and come on. Put it on the market. We're selling it on CD, and it was going out to everybody. And you had problems with the games that you found bugs later, like they do with every single game now. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can't like have a Windows update. I mean, Windows update. You know, you can't have a game update where you download. And I mean, games nowadays, they don't even play. I mean, unless they do updates first, they check for all the updates. So games like these were hosed. So they troubleshooted as good as they could, but once you started playing, it was it. You had to go online and try to figure it out yourself, and it was hard enough to get Windows to work in 1994. Trying to get Windows 95 to run, nah, that was a pain in the ass. It would work maybe a month for you before you had to take everything down and reload it. I think there's something in that clown's mouth right there.
Ooh, a small nozzle. Probably a helium dispenser used for filling balloons.
Let's use it. On our balloon we found in the sink. Ooh.
That door leads out to the street.
Alright, I think we did everything we can do. I'm going to... Let's see if we can get back in that hotel again. I bet you we're still locked up.
The Golden Gate Hotel was once known... I heard that Ardo shuts the place.
Ah, son of a bitch. Nope. Still locked out. We offended him. He does not want to talk to us.
My trusty 31 Lightning Bolt speeder. I still regret not getting the sunroof option.
Me too. What the heck? Well, we gotta go and look at our fax machine.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business. That's the door to the street. My trusty 31 Lightning Bolt speed.
I want to go Toy Tower, Texas office, Chandler Avenue. It's not letting me do something. Well, I can't finish something because let's see, Oh, let's go talk to Chelsea again. Come on, girl, Chelsea.
Chelsea's a hot little number.
Yep, we know.
Hi, Tex. How's the investigation going? Is there anything I can do to help? Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face. Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet. I love Louis, but his friendliness doesn't fool me. He's a sharp one. He knows everything that's going on in this neighborhood.
You know what it is this game, I think it doesn't kick you into the next thing unless you've asked everybody every question. So I get this annoying thing now of having to go back and ask everybody questions in order to get to the next part.
Franny's a live wire. Either she or Sal is gonna do... Sal's...
Yeah.
Luckily, Ardo seems to like me. I mean, if I were on his bad side, I'd be tempted to relocate. Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that. Wish I could help you there, Tex. Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days.
There it is.
It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm.
There we go.
Oh, I remember Rusty. He had a kid show on TV when I was young. Oh, I hated the show. That clown makeup always scared me.
Maybe that's what we needed. No, we haven't talked to Doofus in the hotel, but because I made him angry, but maybe that's all I needed to get.
My trusty 31 lightning bolt speed.
Yep, and no, still can't go anywhere. Let's go to the hint things and look. Ah, son of a bitch, there's something else I gotta do. All these things I gotta do. Ooh.
On the top floor of this place is where I... CrimeLink computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in the office. By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
Oh, son of a bitch. Are you big and sick? Yep, I did that. Let's go
CrimeLink computer is the only valuable...
Yep, we know. So let's see what we can enter in. What do we know about the guy who robbed the... We're gonna guess Caucasian because I never saw a redhead male just because. Don't know the weight. I know he's got red hair. Green eyes, is that what she said? Anchor tattoo on the arm. Oh, come on. That's not easy to use.
CrimeLink computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in...
Alright, so there's some things we know, but how do we work the CrimeLink computer? We know that he was bright green eyes. Bright green eyes. No, we don't get enough information there to find anything. Get the newspaper, alright. Okay, so we want to go into inventory and look at the radio. Single-minute radio.
This old relic probably hasn't worked in years. Hey, there are batteries in here.
Huh.
I wonder if these still work. Tingly tongue. Still got juice. That's the door to the street.
Yep. Newspaper I want.
Well, this is a section of the Bay City Mirror. It's a weekly newsletter that covers local goings-on written by mutants for mutants. I'd subscribe if they had a comics page.
Oh, burglary. Yeah, a girl. So there's a girl. Well, the last article said there was a girl goes into the pawn shop and steals a piece of jewelry. This is the story about someone murdered, found in the bay. Oh, wow. It's an article about sell your body organs for cash. There's an article for a bait shop. There's a Poet's Corner. Haiku to a taco. Soft shell. Taco mine. What meat art thou concealing? Who cares? It's tasty. Ooh, haiku. Senator committed to an asylum. Weird article about a crazy senator. I don't think this is anything. Grateful Dead tour. Alright, so I think I got some more information there. Let's go and see if I can get in my car now. Maybe. The only thing I haven't done is go into that hotel, but I made him angry.
My trusty 31 Lightning Bolt speeder.
There we go. Private Dick.
I haven't seen Mac Malden since the Martian Memorandum case. I remember him as a surly, incompetent, fat-nosed cop. As I step into his office, I can see he's changed. His nose is even bigger.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. I figured you'd be dead by now.
I could say the same about you. When's the last time you had your cholesterol checked?
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
Oh, come on. Remember the Martian Memorandum case? Hey, we made a swell team.
Yeah, those were the days. I don't get cases like that anymore. Things are harder now. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
I know about it.
Sounds like we might be looking for the same burglar. Let's compare notes, old buddy.
No chance, Murphy. I don't need you getting in my way. Go play detective somewhere else.
What a jerk. What a jerk. What? I blew another conversation. Apparently these conversations are,
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
No, because I really like to watch your face turn red.
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
Oh, come on. Remember the Martian Memorandum case? Hey, we made a swell team.
Yeah, those were the days. I don't get cases like that anymore. Things are harder now. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
there.
What you need is San Francisco's best detective on the case.
Yeah? I asked him to help out, but he's busy. Now shove off!
God damn it. Let's try again.
Can't you find something better to do than bother?
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still stuck on this case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
Not me. I hear drinking too much is your department.
Hey, I got plenty to drink about. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
Yeah. I haven't done this one. Shocked by the ineptitude.
So you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have leads, you pots. We know he's a Norm, Caucasian, and has AB negative blood. That narrows down our list of suspects to about 1 million. Now get out of my hair. I got work to do.
There we go. We get the information.
Oh, looks like Mr. Bum is home for the evening.
Yeah, what do you want?
Is this your permanent address?
Actually, I have a summer home in Vale, but this spot keeps me in touch with the common people.
Oh, what intriguing stories you winos tell.
I don't drink spirits, punk. Nothing but pure, creamy chocolate. Now get lost!
You want some chocolate? Fruit and stew. I'm coming for you. The brew and stew.
Louis Laments runs the Brew and Stew, which is a local hangout.
What can I get you?
Yeah. See what I gotta ask him. What questions do I need to ask? Rusty Clown chocolate. That's like chocolate.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
Can't help you there.
Not sure why I even asked.
Rook told me about the bracelet.
Yeah, he did.
Rook's been robbed before.
Yep.
He was a strange one. He had a show on TV for a while. Got pretty popular. Then he quit the show and went into business. He opened up a shop right up the street from here. I guess he wasn't a very good businessman. The shop went out of business within a couple of months. Then Rusty just disappeared. I heard he'd made some enemies in the novelty trade. Ever since the crusade started up, the relations between Norns and mutants has gone to pot. I've had rocks thrown through my windows, graffiti sprayed on the bricks outside. There's not much I can do, though. He's one of the few Norns besides you who's eaten here. Seems like a typical cop. A little dim, and not too concerned about what happens in the mutant sections of town.
What a bastard. Fat bastard. How do I get to more? How do I get to more? Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go.
You want to try a slice of my chocolate pie? I can give you a piece to go if you like.
What the hell's up with the audio there? It's pie. So I gotta take the pie. Need a few more hints about who this person is so I can put it into the little computer system and have it tell me. And now there's the crazy homeless man. Sort of reminds me of my friend Gary.
Oh, looks like Mr. Bum is home for the evening.
Oh no, not you again. Look, I'll warn you right now, I'm almost out of chocolate syrup and I'm not in a good mood.
Look, I'll do you a favor. If you're free Thursday, I'll take you to the Chocoholics Anonymous meeting.
Spare me the insults, tough guy. If you got something to say, spill it.
I tried to forget you, I really did. But I had to come back and see what I could do to help you get back on your feet.
God, you are a pest!
Well, that's not gonna work. Oh, looks like Mr. Bum is home for the evening.
This isn't a good time for a social call, punk. If I don't get her fixed soon, I'll go insane! Dory me paso lato.
I don't make a practice of helping out addicts, but I think I've got something that will ease the pain.
Oh, hold out on me, man. If you've got something, let's have it. Praise heaven! You brought the ambrosia of life. Ask me anything you want.
There we go. Now I can ask him everything.
Brooke, he leaves me alone. Can't ask for more than that. I think Chelsea used to fancy me, till she found out my only true love was chocolate. Damn near broke her heart. Nice guy, good cook. Every National Feed a Bum Day, he brings me one of his award-winning chocolate pies. Ugh. I don't have much to do with her. They don't serve anything with chocolate in it at the pizza joint. The only time I ever see Sal is when he gets drunk and comes by to pick a fight. Then I kick his butt and send him on his way. That big goon, he used to hassle me until I shared a quart of chocolate syrup with him. Now he lets me alone. Wish I could help. Oh, don't know a thing about it. I saw someone prowling around the back of the pawn shop last night. It was so dark, I didn't get a good look at him, but I could tell he was huge. Probably 6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds. Sorry, can't help you with that. I stay out of politics, especially bad politics. Wish I could help.
Okay, let's end the conversation. I think we're just about to end the first day. So we're gonna go back to here and to the... I don't think I can hit the map button. No. There should be like a map button though, like I just want to go somewhere. Take me there. Oh, come on. Freaking stairs. Goddamn 1994 piece of shit game.
On the top floor of this place is where I hang my hat. It's not much, but it's better than...
Got it.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out.
Oh,
if I don't get a new...
machine.
CrimeLink computer is the only valuable piece of equipment.
Alright, so now we know some clues and we're going to put them all in. So we know person is Caucasian. We know it's a male. Whoops, male. We know they're between 6 and 6'4". We know they weigh between 281 and 320 pounds. Mutant, no. Next. Hair color is red. Eyes 2. Eye color green. Blood type AB. Shoe size 14. Let's see what other information got here. Don't distinctive marks. We'll leave that blank. We don't know anything. Tattoo is an anchor. Scars blank. Limbs blank. Okay. Okay, so I got all the stuff. Now what do I do to make it go? If I hit quit, it's going to go back. Ah, God damn it. I did that. Okay. Let me do something here. Here, let's check something out. I'm gonna check something out. Let's go to. Alright, so this is the guide that came with the game. Alright. Summary, let's go to talk on and off command. Inventory, sounding notes, conversations, talking to people, having a conversation, traveling. Let's try something here. Son of a bitch. How do you use the crime link computer? Okay, what I'm going to do is I've come to an impasse here, trying to not being able to operate the CrimeLink computer. I was expecting something, and I was expecting it to tell me something, but it didn't. So we are going to pause the game. Save in here. Say 1, 1. But Alright, so we get some notes on what we did for today. We're going to save it. I think we're going to cancel. I think it saves automatically. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I will get some more troubleshooting in and try to figure out what's going on. And thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys later.